The 2006 Mazda 3 to 2.3 liter motor. Previous video I did that had the gouge in the block on the number one cylinder on the firing side, which I had about 70% of the firing. This is the finished job. The motor's running fine. I just had a few things I had to repair that I broke on my own, just accidentally. The solenoid here for the runners, and I just went and got something else. I went and got a used one. Worked perfectly fine now. The one I repaired, evidently the crazy glue on the nipple got stuck up in the plunger. So yeah, no luck. Also mistakenly pulled the wires out, the downstream O2 sensor, so I had to get those wired back up. It's perfect. That's fine. Also, I was getting some low voltage issues. This job went fairly smooth as long as I had the special tools. I guess looking at the timing chain, no reason to get intimidated because those tools are going to ensure that you keep everything in time. So just pull everything together, button it up, and man, you're just smooth sailing. So I'm gonna start up real quick with the camera. I'm gonna do a flood clear. I know I said I was gonna do a compression test, but the compression is still it ain't the highest. Let's see here. So I don't know if you can hear that well. I'm doing a flood clear. And I just let off of it, so I'm gonna probably set the camera up to be able to do so you can listen to the flood clear. Let me see if I can get this set up. I ain't got no stand right now, but I'm gonna try to make this work out. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's gonna fall because there's a lot of rocks down here. This is trustworthy. I hope the camera probably picked that up because I know the microphone was blocked at the bottom. So despite the faint sound of low compression, and it still starts up after the first few rotations, it does, I will admit, have a little bit of smoke coming out of there. I mean, I want to say that's going to be normal. The car has quite a bit of miles on it. I don't assume. I don't know. I want to say that I don't know if the the piston rings were damaged or anything. But by the looks of it, I do have my suspicions. So, I mean, the car runs. It runs pretty good. There's no hesitation at idle anymore. That's fixed. I did have a really faint miss, but I just did a vacuum test, and the injector down here was leaking. Replaced all the O-rings, and it's fine now. So at idle, it was so faint and it was so intermittent. You know, it wouldn't have. It was a concern. I took care of it, so it's fixed. Other than that, I really don't recommend people doing this. Honestly, if it was my customer, I would have put a motor in here. I'm not a big fan of putting head gaskets on vehicles only because of human error. It's just like when we do stuff, it's just the chances are so high of something being a problem. And I will say here where I'm located, there really isn't any more machine shops located around here anymore. A lot of them, there's none in the city, and a lot of them have ventured off to the next city. So, but I guess I will say it's more shops, and that is the capital of where I am, the state. So It makes sense. But other than that, I mean, for something like that, I really would have highly suggested putting a motor in here. But this is, I do as I'm told. Dealership wanted a cheaper route. This is what we got. So, I mean, if I didn't know the guy so well and it was just a random person off the street, I would have kind of said, you know what, take your thumb, stick it, you know where, and take it somewhere else because I'm not doing it. But being that he's selling his car, it's his name on it, this is what he's getting himself into. So, but I done my part. I got it running, and it's done. And I guess it's on to the next project. I do have a car supposed to get towed in tomorrow, where there's no brake pad on the vehicle, so the brake pad fell out. So I never made a video with that before. I've had people put brake pads on backwards. Never recorded it. I think I got steel shots. Who knows? If I find it, I might just put it in there with the brake job that I got. But I think it's on this tablet I'm filming on. But other than that, I'll upload more videos. And when I do have an all-tail maxi scope, I did want to do an update on that. That it has got sent off to get repaired. I really haven't had it about 2 months, and the channel stopped operating. So I'll probably put a video on that, the next scope video I do. But if you're listening, watching, subscribe. Hopefully I'll have a lot more better content, and who knows, I mean, depending on how many subscribers I get, I'll probably try something a little different like a lot of other people, you know, putting go-kart motors in vehicles and whatever else. But, you know, we'll see. Peace and haggers.